Salute. Y'all come on in the building. Love, honor, and respect. Y'all know what it is. We're gonna get to it. Let me pull this up. Make sure y'all in here, man, as it is going down right now. Hold on, y'all. What up, everybody? Y'all already know what it is. I was just waiting on the word because I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to go down. And it's going down right now. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in, man. Share the video, man. I appreciate everybody in the building. Y'all know what's up. We're going to talk about it. As y'all boy, Kanye West. Yeezy have just pulled up to the courthouse and all hell break loose outside that courthouse, man. Man, salute everybody. I'm just surprised he didn't show up in that outfit he had on when he did the interview with Act. That's all I'm really surprised about, right? To let everybody know what's going on. Oh, y'all, hey, if y'all want to support the channel, you can hit the Cash App PayPal link. It's pinned at the top of the chat. Salute to everybody that's tapped in. Y'all already know what it is. You already know. You already know what it is. We're going to get to it. So, Ye pulled up to the courthouse and he came in, security with him. Everybody thought he pulled up yesterday. That was a lie. He ain't pull up yesterday. He pulled up today. Now, if they're going to put this maniac, if Diddy's legal team is going to put this maniac on the stand, it is going to be hilarious if they put Ye on the stand for the defense. If they put Ye on the stand, everybody going to prison. I'm talking about the whole industry. I'm letting y'all know that right now. If they put Ye on the stand, everybody going to prison, dog. Right? Right? I'm telling y'all this right now. For all y'all who don't know. Ye have just pulled up to the courthouse. And everybody going, you got people running out the courtroom. People ain't even had that was in the courtroom. Everybody was in the courtroom when Ye pulled up. Ye smart. He pulled up when everybody was basically, all the reporters and stuff that was in the courtroom was in there, but it was some that's outside too. But Ye gets in there. Now, remember yesterday, Diddy's lawyers went Nino Brown and basically was like, yo, it be other artists. It's another legendary music artist that be freaking off, or that was freaking off with his wife, with one of our sex workers. And Jane Doe allegedly was there. Well, here's the thing. I don't know who it is that they talking about, but I'm finna tell y'all something. If such and such pull up to that courthouse, and let me say this again and be very clear with what I'm saying, right? The defense is going to be able to call witnesses, right? If they call Ye, everybody going to prison. Because on cross-examination, oh my God, bro. Oh my God. On cross-examination, it's gonna get funky, man. And you never know what yay. The defense cannot control whatever is said by Kanye West, or whatever the questions are asked to Kanye West by the prosecution. Once you call a witness, you can't control what they're asked by the other side. So, Diddy's lawyers, in my opinion, are drastically desperate if they feel like they got to call Kanye with all the things Kanye has had going on in social media. Now, let's talk about this now, because this shit is real. They had a lot of things going on this morning in court. And y'all double tap the screen and hit the like button. Double tap the screen and hit the like button as y'all come on in here. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen and hit the like button as y'all come in here today. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. Salute to everybody. I appreciate all y'all that's gonna tap in today. Hey, that's gonna tap in today. Come in. Y'all hit that like button and share this video, man. But they was going at it before court started today. They was going at it. Hold on, y'all. The lady who cleaned my house over here. Hold on. Hey. Hey, come here. You gotta close it. Stop waiting. Door. Just wait over here. I read the contract. I'll take it in. What's up? Hey. What's your like soon? No, I can't. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Hey. Hey. Delaney, give me 2 waters. The refrigerator, please. All right. All right, y'all, my bad. So, they was arguing before they got into the room. Before the jury got in the courthouse, they arguing this morning. I'm talking about Diddy's lawyers was arguing, right? So basically what happened was, when they come into the courtroom today, the government, right? Now the whole media gonna rush down to the courthouse. Now it's gonna be packed. Notice how it wasn't packed when it was just Diddy. Now that Ye is down there, and they know that Ye could potentially go nuclear outside that courthouse. Hey. Thank you. Now that they know he potentially could go nuclear outside that courthouse, I'm telling y'all this right now, right? I'm telling y'all right now what's gonna crack. Yeah, that shit over there. So. You did? It's gonna go down, y'all. I'm telling y'all this right now. It's definitely gonna go down. So, Diddy's lawyers was in the courtroom this morning. Now, it was a whole back and forth this morning over this situation with not only the guns that was in Diddy's house when they did the raid in his mansion, but they also right, I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Hold on. I want to get the best breakdown for y'all right now because it went down this morning. All right, thank you. A lot of people ain't gonna talk about it. How it really went down this morning, but it went down, and Gina's involved. Sister Gina. So basically, this morning, you guys, they announced that today, as y'all are gonna hear, the new witnesses, a special agent that Diddy's team was fighting to have testify because he's going to testify about these guns. Jonathan Perez, one of Diddy's former assistants when Jane Doe was around, that just testified, and Anyanya Sanaka, who is a witness as far as she shows the jury how the Ricos come along, right? So she's a paralegal specialist with the U.S. Attorney's Office, and she's expected to be called as a summary witness by the prosecution today or during this trial, at least today, or I should say Monday. Now, basically, right, as y'all know, Diddy's facing 5 counts, right? Now, the judge said he needed more time to decide whether the jurors can see a 2015 text message between Diddy's security guards that their security guards sent Diddy, right? The message describes a violent incident between Diddy and Sister Gina, who refused to testify. Now, Diddy's lawyers, right? Diddy's lawyers are so upset because Diddy's lawyers are saying, hey, if Gina's not testifying, how in the blue hell can we be talking about Gina? Well, there's a such thing called a sworn statement. And once you give a sworn statement, an affidavit, that is admissible in the court of law, whether you show up or not. So Diddy's lawyers are heated because they think they ducked this Gina thing, right? They think they ducked this Gina thing, right? Now, so it describes a violent incident between Diddy and Gina. One of the guards said would have gotten Diddy arrested even if she begged the police not to, right? Now, Gina is the one, right, who alleges that Diddy abused her, calls her a miscarriage, spit on her, and all kind of stuff. Stomped on her stomach, all kind of stuff she alleged. She did an interview with Tasha K a few years ago, right? Now, the prosecutor admitted that Gina was the 3rd victim on the list in the indictment tied to the alleged violent acts. She also said that phone and travel records placed Diddy, Gina, and the security guard in Atlanta at the time of the incident, backing up the content of the text message. Also, Diddy's lawyers, he went off on the prosecution for this move, accusing them of trying to get 2 bites at the apple by introducing a violent account from Sister Gina, even though she was not expected to testify in this case. Now, also, right, Gina had posted bruises. She said Diddy spit on her in a hotel hallway, and she was with Diddy on and off again for 10 years. Now, the defense says she won't show up, right? But her story's already out there in the public. She already did an interview with Tasha K. The damage been done. And she's already talked to the feds. Damage been done. Now, the juror number 6, the judge, was expected to weigh in on the juror dispute at the end of the day. Now, the prosecutors say that the juror was not forthcoming during selection, but Diddy's legal team fired back, calling it a thinly veiled effort to dismiss a black juror, right? So, basically, right, also, the prosecutors and the defense attorneys are clashing over next witness, a special agent that I told y'all that was tied to the March 2025 search of Diddy's Los Angeles home. Now, the agent is testifying about guns that's recovered from the property security room, right? Now, Diddy's lawyers want specifics. Diddy's lawyer, Mark Anglifo, he was arguing that only the agent who physically recovered the blickies, and y'all double tap the screen, hit the like button as y'all come on in, or hit the little 3 dots and the like button in the upper right-hand corner. Let's get those likes up, y'all, right? Get those likes up, right? So, it says that he recovered the guns and should testify about their exact location, right? The agent who physically recovered the gun should testify about their exact location, not someone who handled them later. He said that jurors need to hear that the guns were responsibly maintained by a professional security service behind a locked door, is what he said. Well, the prosecutor pushed back, saying that the agents who cleared the massive property don't catalog evidence and may not recall who did what. Now, the judge ruled that the current agent who's there can testify about the guns that was found in the security room, and the defense can cross-examine him on that if they want to. As far as juror number 6 goes, the judge said he wants to resolve the government's objections through a juror, though there's not enough evidence yet to remove them. The concern may involve where the juror lives, right? So, also, the government previously said that the juror should be removed because of a lack of truth, basically, lack of candor. But the judge said, my preference would be to hear from the juror, adding that it's likely there's a perfectly innocent explanation to the juror's excuse for the non-truthfulness in the jury selection applications, right? So the defense is pushing back hard also against Homeland Security agent Andre Lamont's expected testimony, which includes showing jurors firearms found in Diddy's security office. Diddy's lawyer argued it runs the risk of being unduly prejudicial since Lamont wasn't there when the guns were first discovered. Now, Diddy's lawyer said he told the court that the defense will likely object to any questions about the guns found during the raids tied to Diddy's arrest, and he called the firearms a divisive issue and said, I am not seeing how guns in the security room are relevant to any of the charges in this case. Diddy's lawyers say, I want to know exactly where the guns were, Diddy's lawyers told the court, objecting to the lack of clarity before the judge's ruling. I don't want to start playing Russian roulette with guns, he said, which is the way you play Russian roulette, right? Well, the judge revisited the prosecutor's push to dismiss the juror, number 6, over the alleged lack of candor or lack of truth. And the issue, the juror recently moved, right, raising questions about his residency. But the judge confirmed he met the qualifications during selection and lived in the jurisdiction at the time. Now, the move came to light after a casual banter between the juror and the court staff. Diddy's lawyer says it's no longer a concern, calling the juror diligent, engaged, and cooperative. The judge pushed back on the defense's early claim of a thinly veiled effort to dismiss a black juror, saying that there's no evidence of biasness from the prosecution for them asking about that juror. Now, the prosecutor insisted that further inquiry is needed, saying that the juror made multiple things that cannot be true. Cannot all be true, right? Or they said multiple things that cannot be all true. But the defense lawyer says that would amount to being harassment. And she said that both the defense and Diddy waived the issue on appeal. The judge said he is still considering it and may question the juror privately after the panel's dismissed. Now, what does that mean? Diddy has given his write-up on appeal, meaning if there's any situation with a juror, like, let's say that Diddy's lawyers are saying, oh, yeah, we want this juror. But Diddy's lawyers are saying if we're found guilty, Diddy's lawyers are saying if we're found guilty, we're not going to use the juror as an excuse when we file an appeal. So they let you know already they filed an appeal. They let you know that already they're going to file an appeal, right? So, then, right, the judge pushed back hard on Diddy's lawyer's claim that the prosecutors were trying to dismiss a black juror for racist reasons. He said there's nothing here to suggest any bias of any kind. He said calling the jurors address answers basically he said it was, facially innocent, and that saying the government was absolutely fair to flag that situation. Also, the judge said he reminded the courtroom that as the defense itself notes, this was a usually diverse group of jurors that came in. He said we have a diverse jury regardless of what happens with this current application. So meaning that the substitute jurors they got are still great. And y'all double tap the screen, man. We should be over 1,000 likes easy. Hit the like button. Y'all double tap the screen, hit the like button, share it up. I'm letting y'all know what's going on. As Kanye West has pulled up to the courthouse and all hell broke loose when he pulled up, man. All the media and all these people went crazy now. Because you don't know what the hell he gonna say. Man, he can go out there and go on a rant and end the whole thing today. Kanye can go out there and say, oh, everybody's doing it. Everybody's out here doing it. What you mean? I'm freaking off. I'm freaking. Y'all see Kanye kind of been quiet on that Twitter lately. On that X, Kanye kind of been quiet. He kind of been quiet, right? Y'all see that, right? You see he been quiet on that X. Where all that tough talking at now? You out here in front of everybody. Talking like you walking like you're talking. Straight like that. But anyways, though, the government called Homeland Security Investigation Special Agent Andre Lamone to the witness stand, right? Who was testifying about Diddy's arrest last year, right? So the agent took the stand, Andre Lamone, right? Now prosecutors read text messages from Diddy to KK, Christina Courtroom, in November 2023. Salute to everybody that's in here. Shout out to everybody. If y'all want to donate, the link's pinned at the top of the chat. Cash App, PayPal. I see everybody. I see y'all in the building. I'm going to get through this and then I'm going to holler at y'all in a second. As soon as I'm going to holler at the chat, as soon as I finish letting y'all know what was going on. So anyways, before the agent took the stand, prosecutors, they read the text message, right? From Diddy to Christina Courtroom in November of 2023. Now, Diddy's text message said this: make sure Robin is not doing anything dumb, like not having that rent paid on time. See? Now, I'm showing y'all something, right? Now, everybody, a lot of these people are liars on YouTube. And you have to understand when you know dudes that are lying and dudes that are promoting the devil. Now, what do you mean, Ticket, when you say this? They're ignoring basic facts of things that happened in this case. And they're ignoring key aspects of things she said that's going to lock Diddy up. And I'm telling y'all this. They're doing that, trying to say, oh, yeah, this chick got exposed, man. She was doing this, but you're ignoring the other part of what she said as well at that time on the record. So what you're doing is you're misrepresenting the totality of everything, right? So Diddy's lawyers, and let me say this to y'all, right? You might say, Ticket, what are you talking about? Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about right now. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about before we get back to that. Right? All right? So, here's an example, right? To everybody that's watching, here's an example right here, right? So, y'all see that, right? Y'all see that, right? Now, I want everybody to watch this on your screen right here. Watch it on your screen. Y'all see that, right? Now, look at this. It says, the government asks, what did you write about? What did you write to Uncle Paulie about Turks and Caicos? They asked this to the Jane Doe. Y'all see it right there on your screen. They asked it to the Jane Doe, right? Now watch this, y'all. Watch this. She said, I wrote, I am not a robot. Right? Just a mix of tired, hungry, and sore. The government said next, she said to insult me about the bracelet, to make me perform. This is what she's saying that she wrote to him at the time. To make me perform, right? To insult me about the bracelet, to make me perform. It crushed me. See, these are the things that's going to get Diddy found guilty. And a lot of people are ignoring these things. And it's crazy as hell to me, right? The government said, what else did you write? Not what you said, what you wrote. They're showing what she wrote in the court. She wrote, I felt like a hoe, right? In that room, I felt like a hoe. Well, I mean, you ain't got to do too much feeling like a hoe. We pretty much know what's up, lady. But we're going to just keep it 100 for the purposes of this case. Now, here's another thing that people are not seeing, y'all. And it drives me crazy. And double tap the screen, hit the like button. We ain't even got 1,000 likes. We should have well over 1,000 likes in this building. Easy. All y'all gotta do is double tap the screen and hit the little 3 buttons in the right-hand corner, hit that like button. Or just hit the like button outright if you see it. Then this is what happened right here, y'all. Check this out, y'all. So the government says, what did Sean, look at this, y'all, threaten to release, or when did Sean threaten to release videos of you? You know what that is? Blackmail. This is the same thing, I'm gonna say it again, that Cassie had. And what did Cassie do? Cassie showed proof that they were blackmailed. They showed proof of the payments from her parents. They showed proof of the payments from her parents to Diddy. And Diddy used his companies. That's why it's a Rico. Because he used his company's accounts and his companies to do these things. You guys not making no sense. So now with the Jane Doe, her story matches up with Cassie's. And she said that Diddy threatened to release videos of her as well. She said in December of 2023, I called KK. The government says Diddy's drug use. How did you send cues that you were tired? She said, I made little faces kind of size. She said, how did Diddy respond? She said, push through. He would say one more round. Forced work, forced labor. These are all the things that are being said that people are missing and they're skipping past. And that's what I'm trying to educate people why this nigga is going to jail forever. They don't want to listen though. Also, here we go, another one right here. It says, in 2023, did you become more vocal about wanting to stop the hotel night? She said, yes. He started paying my rent. I had to maintain my livelihood. My partner was in charge now. Brother sorority party, how many times did he threaten your rent? Many times, she said. So once again, there's a control. She threatened it many times. Or he threatened many times to stop paying her rent. That right there is a coercion right there. That's the part. This is where they're going to prove to Rico because they have these on messages. And people are ignoring all of these things. Then look at this, y'all. Here's the force again. So the government says, the time after you threw up, what did Diddy do? She said, he told me to get back out there and have sex with another man. Coercion. The government says, was Sean affectionate with you when Anton was in your home? She says, no, he was evil. The government says, when did Diddy say what did Diddy say when he gave you the X pill? He said, you're not going to ruin my night. Go suck some D. Go F him. Something. Go suck some D. Go F him. Do something. So they said, how long before that had he put you in a chokehold? See, all these things are coming up. Now here it goes again. Did he choke you with his hands or his arm? She said his arm. They said, and in the shower, how hard did he hit you? She said, so hard. And they said, then what did he say? She said, he said, get in a fucking outfit. Meaning get in the outfit to go do this freak off. That's force. That's the part y'all not understanding, bro. You guys are not listening. Then it says, when you hid for 2 hours, could Diddy have left safely? She said, yes, he could have left. The government says, did you want to have sex with Anton that night? She said, no. They said, who made you? She said, Diddy. There it is right there. There it is right there. And these is all in the paperwork right here, right? So check this out. So then they said, you say, this is Diddy's lawyers asking her, you said you were hungry to indicate you didn't want sex, right? She said, yes. Then they said, didn't Diddy give you food? She says, he know what I meant. She says, didn't he give you food? She said, yeah. Then they said, Diddy's lawyer says, did you tell Cabral that sex with him had been great? She said, yes, but, and she got cut off. Now, check, listen to this, y'all. She says, you got Diddy a mobile TV to show videos of you having sex with entertainers? Listen to her answer right here, y'all. She said, so I wouldn't have to have sex with other men. Game over. This is what she told Diddy's lawyers. So she told Diddy's lawyers that the reason everybody was talking about, oh, this bitch went out and bought him a mobile TV. She did it so this freakazoid would stop having her have sex with 100 men and actually watch to keep him entertained and focus on something else. That's exactly what she told Diddy's lawyers. But it's sad that people don't see this, and they do see it. A lot of these people just demons and they worship the devil. Point blank period. I'm just going to outright say it. A lot of these people are devil worshipers. They worship the devil. They praise the devil. You understand what I'm saying? That's just all there is to it. I ain't got no cap in my rap with it. Period. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas ain't got no brains. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't got no, they ain't got a head to put it in. Point blank period. Double tap the screen, hit the like button as y'all come on in and share the video. Also now, right? Now back to what we're saying here, right? So that brings us back to here. So today, the Diddy's team, the government showed text messages to the courtroom of Diddy and Christina Courtroom in November of 2023. Now it says, make sure, here's the text message and what it said. Make sure that Robin is not doing anything dumb, like not having that rent paid on time. Now, think about this now. November 2023. Remember what I told y'all the other day? Diddy still paying her rent and still paying for her lawyer. Why? He could not stop. Why couldn't he stop? For a couple reasons. For one, he had a contract with her. For two, Diddy did not want her to flip. He didn't want her to flip. Because he didn't talk to her. She hadn't talked to Diddy since he'd been arrested. So Diddy didn't know what the hell was going on because the feds, they kept the indictments sealed. So all his co-defendants, the indictments were sealed until court. And then if he just automatically stopped paying for a lawyer, they already knew that it was going to be coercion and control. Now, listen to what he said. And this is why he's going to prison. I'm telling y'all this. So, because the other channel's not going to tell y'all. These dudes is all sold in with the devils. They all raise and praise demons. And it's disgusting. But I'm finna tell y'all the truth. Because the truth always going to set you free. And it's going to keep your ass free. And them dudes was taught the right way. They just want to be on demon time. But let's get right to it, right? So basically, the text message that Diddy sent Christina Courtroom at the end of November 2023 after Cassie's lawsuit came out. Remember, he was scared now because he was like, damn, you know, if she exposed me, all these chicks gonna turn around and sue me and they gonna take all my bread, right? Because if Cassie's suing you, shit, all them other chicks are gonna come sue Diddy. So he had to really start paying that bread. Now watch this, y'all. So in the message to Christina Courtroom, it says, make sure Robin is not doing anything dumb, like not having that rent paid on time. Can you make sure she paid for this month, please? Robin is Diddy's accountant who handled the rent payments for Jane Doe, who testified that she lived in a Diddy-funded home in LA since 2023. Again, a part of the racketeering, using his businesses and people within his corporation to do his dirty work. That's a Rico, idiots. They showed that text message in court today. I don't understand why people don't have a brain. A lot of these people. Double tap the screens. Y'all come on in here, man. And salute to everybody showing love to the channel. If y'all want to hit the Cash App, PayPal link is in the chat room, man. Let's keep going. So, also, the prosecution read a 2017 text message exchange between Cassie and D-Rock, who was Diddy's security guard. The quote is, my bathroom door is broken from the text message. I do not feel safe. I'm not fucking with anyone else, she wrote. Later, she said 3 doors were broken. D-Rock replied, you know I can't take your keys from him. I think that's the best thing from now. Shows y'all she was trapped. D-Rock told her, man, you know I can't take your keys from Diddy. I think that's the best thing for now. Shows y'all that she was trapped. These are all text messages being showed in court. But these niggas are liars on YouTube. And they just lie and promote lies, man. And they going straight to hell with Diddy. You raise a lie, you a part of the lie. Point blank period. And you're going to hell. Straight like that, right? So let's keep going, y'all. Right? So, as I told y'all, now the special agent, basically, the jury was shown photos of items that were found in Diddy's master bedroom during the search in the March 2024 of Diddy's home, right? Now, on one nightstand held 6 manila envelopes marked with the K, right? A white powder substance inside tested positive for ketamine. Everybody talking about, oh, where the drugs? There's the drugs right there, right? I try to tell y'all this. They got drugs and stuff in the house when they raided his house. They found drugs, right? So let's keep going. Also, jurors saw photos of items pulled from a safe in one of Diddy's master closets. Now, Agent Lamont testified that the safe held Diddy's passport and a plastic bag with a brown substance, which tested positive for MDMA according to the stipulation, right? So more drugs in his house, right? In his safes. Also, they recovered multiple phones. The special agent testified that several cell phones were recovered from inside Diddy's house during the March 2024 raid. Also, that special agent testified that Homeland Security recovered around 900 bottles of personal lubricant and 200 bottles of baby oil from Diddy's house. Crazy work. Also, the jurors were shown a photo of at least 16 boxes filled with lube bottles piled up in Diddy's garage. This is a nasty ass nigga, man. Also, the jury also saw a photo today of baby oil and lube next to a package of lingerie recovered from the closet near the master bedroom. Also, the prosecution methodically walked the jury through key items. Envelopes, which were all marked with K for ketamine. 3 cell phones, the plastic bag of MDMA, a large cooler bag, and closet full of baby oil. At least 18 retail boxes of Astroglide lubricant, right? Witnesses have testified the lube recovered were often used during hotel nights and freak-offs when Diddy directed women to have sex with other men while he watched. Also, right? It goes on. The jury saw photos of 6 firearms, magazines, and ammunition that was recovered from a security room in Diddy's home. Now, Agent Lamont said the firearms had already been secured by other agents per protocol and laid out with magazines removed, right? Now, Special Agent Lamont also testified, you guys, and double tap the screen as y'all come on in, that one of the rifle serial numbers appeared to be scratched or sanded off, right? 3 rifles, 1 pistol, and 1 shotgun were recovered, along with a firearms safe, 2 locks, and a bag. A drum magazine compatible with the rifles held 59 rounds of green tip ammo. Also, Agent Lamont told the jury that the 60-round drum magazine contained green tip rounds, a type of ammunition designed to penetrate body armor. To the person who said none of that's illegal, it is illegal. It's illegal to have defaced firearms in your home. That's illegal. You're a liar and you're blocked out of my channel. And I hope that God spares you from going to HE double hockey stick for your lies, sucker. Straight like that. Also, the special agent testified that Diddy kept an arsenal at his Mapleton Drive home, including AR-15 style weapons, Smith & Wesson rifles, a Ruger rifle, a Glock pistol. Agents also, like I said, they found 59 rounds of green tip ammo made to pierce body armor. Again, let's keep going, right? So Diddy's lawyers now basically, you understand what I'm saying? Cross-examined Agent Lamont, who led the March 2024 HSI raid of Diddy's LA home. And Lamont confirmed all the firearms found in the designated security room, right? And no guns or ammo were recovered anywhere else in the house, right? So under cross-examination, Lamont also acknowledged that a security team protects Diddy's residence and that the home includes a dedicated security room, the same room where all the weapons were recovered. Now, also, they showed pictures of a lot of this stuff, man. Crazy work, man. Diddy's just a nasty guy, man. Also, Agent Lamont testified that a special response team entered Diddy's home first during the March 2024 raid. Their only job was to secure the scene, search for people, and make any weapons safe. They do not typically document or photo items on site. Also, because he wasn't part of the entry team, Lamont says he doesn't know if the guns were inside the safe, if the safe was locked, or whether the security room door was locked when the agents first arrived. Also, right, on a direct, excuse me. I told y'all that Ye showed up acting crazy. He showed up and dipped out. Why he showed up for, who knows? This nigga show up looking like goddamn on my sofa. Period. You understand what I'm saying? It looked crazy as hell, man. So check it out, y'all. While the jury was on break, y'all, the prosecutors told the judge, y'all nigga Sean Diddy Combs a damn fool. Diddy is a damn idiot, bro. He's a damn fool. This nigga can't, bro. Diddy Combs is a damn fool. The judge just warned this idiot about nodding towards the jury and told him he's gonna throw him out the courtroom altogether if he kept doing it. While the jury went on break, the prosecutors told the judge that Diddy had been nodding emphatically during the cross-examination, including both during Jane Doe's testimony earlier this week and today while Agent Lamont was on the stand. She even said if he wasn't looking at the jurors, the behavior was inappropriate. Also, Diddy's lawyer Brian Steele defended Diddy, saying he acted professionally. Mr. Combs did nothing inappropriate at all today or any day, actually. Judge said both sides had already been reminded last week not to engage with the jury. He's added it's impossible to police every courtroom reaction, but warned again that no communications with the jurors will be tolerated, right? So the government clarified she wasn't asking for a curative instruction or Diddy's removal, just raising a concern over his conduct during yes and no questions. The judge didn't issue any sanction, but repeated that even subtle attempts to sway the jury are out of bounds. Also, right? Man, you had people outside the courtroom, thanks for the support, Kanye. Kanye ain't even addressed them clowns. Right? Also, right? A reporter asked him, are you here to support Diddy? He said, yes. Nothing else. All that other talking, he ain't say another word after that. So, Jonathan Perez, ladies and gentlemen, who was Diddy's former personal assistant, took the stand, now testifying under immunity. So this is another co-defendant that got immunity, you guys. I'm going to say this again. This is another co-D, and y'all double tap the screen, hit the like button. Salute to everybody that's in the Cash App, PayPal. I'm going to shout y'all out in a minute. The link is pinned at the top of the chat room. I'm going to shout y'all out in a minute. Y'all make sure y'all double tap the screen, hit the like button. We getting into this. So, basically, you guys, now let's get back into this again. So it says, Jonathan Perez was given immunity, right? Right? Jonathan Perez was given immunity. Now, he's Diddy's former personal assistant, so he was a part of this. He was a part of this. I'm going to say this again, right? He was a part of this, and now he's been given immunity. So, boom, he took a plea deal. Instead of fighting it, he took a plea. Now, he invoked his Fifth Amendment, and the judge signed the order so that, you know what I'm saying, he could have immunity, right? And check this out, y'all. He's the fourth witness to get immunity in this case so far that worked for Diddy, right? The other ones got plea deals. Actually, he's the sixth one because you have Cassie, You have Jane Doe. You have George Kaplan, who was Diddy's assistant. You have Brianna Bong Long, who was taking the drugs to Diddy. You have Eddie Garcia in the Intercontinental Hotel. You have the David dude. I'm sorry, it's 7. It's 7 people. My bad. 7 people. You had David James, who got immunity. So you've had like 7 people so far, or 8 people maybe, that have taken immunity that were co-defendants. So right now you know of 8. So this is a whole lot of people who was gonna get charged and be co-defendants, but 8 of them took immunity, y'all. Now let's keep going, and y'all smash the like button, share the video as y'all come on in. So basically, hold on one second, y'all. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right. My bad, you guys. Hey, killer, shut that noise up. All right, you guys. So, anyways, shut it up. So, anyways, right? Now, also, Jonathan Perez on the stand has now testified, right, that he worked for Diddy from December of 2021 until September of 2024. During that time, he referred to his boss by several names, including Diddy, P. Diddy, and Mr. C. Love. Now, right, Jonathan Perez told the jury he worked as Diddy's assistant from December 2021 to September 2024. He started at $85,000 a year and eventually made $100,000 per year, right? Now, his boss had 3 to 4 assistants, and he typically worked 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. before handing off the night shift to an assistant, right? So, also, he says that Diddy's chief of staff, Christina Courtroom, was his supervisor and the one who made him aware of the King Nights, which he described as Diddy going to a hotel to have private time with a female. Staff would get between 2 hours and a full day notice to prepare these rooms. Also, he testified that the Jane Doe, who testified against Diddy yesterday, would accompany him to the hotels for King Nights. Asked how he saw their relationship, he answered, a female friend companion. I'm not sure exactly, he said. Now, also, he continued to testify about the King Nights, describing them as private hotel stays Diddy had with women. While Perez usually worked daytime, he said he personally set up 5 of these places. Now, Perez said he set up a King Night meant packing food, liquor, red lights, music, condoms, lubricant, sometimes honey, which he described and said was used to enhance the man's you-know-what, right? Libido. Also, he testified that he would go to sex stores to buy adult outfits and high heels. He paid for them using a company credit card or cash from Diddy's security team. There's the Rico right there. Those are the Rico right there. Y'all seeing this right here. Here's the Rico. You're using your inner workings of your company to create these, to commit these crimes, to help commit these crimes. Using your company credit cards, all this stuff. This is stuff people not telling y'all. They lying to y'all on these channels and not telling y'all. And when they lock this nigga up and he don't never get out, people gonna be like, oh man, he did Diddy dirty. No, that's because your dumb ass don't understand the law. And if you don't tell these people the truth so where they can understand the law, more people gonna get locked up because they're gonna keep doing the same dumb shit Diddy did, thinking that it's legal when it's illegal. Now let's keep going. Also, he testified that he would go to the sex stores and buy adult outfits and high heels. He paid for them using a company credit card with cash or from Diddy's security team, right? Now, he also testified that after those King Nights, it was his job to clean up. The hotel rooms were usually a bit messy and in disarray. He said with lots of sheets and towels and oils. Now, also, he said that Diddy and his guests would usually look tired afterwards. Staff were expected to arrange a recovery setup, including meals, massages, and even IV drips, right? Now, he also testified that different people had names for Diddy's group sex encounters. So he said Cassie and Diddy called their encounters freak-offs. He said Jane Doe and Diddy called their encounters hotel nights. And he said the staff, like him, called them king nights. So there were all different names for Diddy's freakadeek nights, right? But they were all the same thing, right? I'm telling y'all what it is. And to the person who says no evidence found whatsoever against Diddy, okay, that's why he's in court, right? Goodbye. You're blocked. So anyways, let's get to this, right? So Perez said the staff packed everything he would need for 12 to 24 hours, including food, drinks, music, lubricant, and a pack of Vital Honey to boost the libido. In 2022, the FDA warned that Vital Honey secretly contained a certain drug, the active ingredient in prescription ED meds, right? So the jurors have also saw a text message from Mr. Perez to Diddy and Jane Doe during the hotel setup. And the text message said, just 2 candles and the room phone in front of the room door. I'm only 9 minutes away if y'all need anything, right? So they're showing text messages that this guy, he definitely was there. Now also, the jury also saw messages between Christina Courtroom, KK, who ass is going to jail. If she don't get up there and testify, she going to prison. And Perez and another assistant coordinating a hotel setup. Now, Christina Courtroom asked if the room was ready. Perez replied he was heading to the store to buy outfits for Jane Doe, right? Once again, the jury saw messages between Christina Courtroom and Perez and another assistant coordinating the hotel setups. Christina Courtroom asked if the room was ready. Perez replied that he was heading to the store to buy outfits for the girl. Also, right, in May of 2023, in a chat that has been shown to the jury, Christina Courtroom asked another assistant how the hotel room cleaning was going. And the reply, he slipped and fell twice on the baby oils. Crazy work, bro. Diddy got people that's working for him slipping and sliding in the room on the baby oils. Now imagine working for Diddy. He in the room busting it down and it's bust all over the place. You got to go in there with baby oil everywhere and clean this stuff up. Every single time. He doing this 3-4 times a week sometimes. Crazy work. Crazy work. And this is the type of stuff y'all seeing right now, right? So he said he slipped and fell twice. Right? Now also, let's keep going to it, right? Oh yeah, it's definitely Slip and Slide Records. And y'all smash the like button, share the video. Hit the double tap the screen and hit the like button as y'all come on in here, man. We cooking. Right? So, man, bro, they in here, they on it, y'all. Right? So, anyways, the government asked him, they said, is this your text message? He said, yeah, it's me, KK, and Joey. The government says, KK asked, how is the setup going? How much longer do y'all need? What did you write back? He said, I wrote, I got fruits and shakes and will ask Jane about the outfits. The government says, then KK asked, is the room done yet? How do you respond? He said, I wrote, the room is done. Now I'm going to the store. They said, what store? He said, the adult store. Then the government said afterwards, KK asked about the cleanup. Of what? They said, he said the room she asked about. Then the government said, how did you become aware of this video? A videographer named Brandon showed it to me, he said. The government said, where did you go? He said, I told an iPad and went to the office. He said, I took an iPad and went to the office. The government said, what was on the video? She said, Jane Doe having sex with a black man and Diddy watching. Lord have mercy, man. So they got the video of Jane Doe having sex with a black man while Diddy sitting over there stroking the all hell out of his chicken. It's crazy. It's crazy work. The government says, did you tell Diddy? He says, I did. I told him I found it on the iPad and it probably shouldn't be there. He seemed surprised. The government said, what did KK say? That in the future I should bring things like that to her. I described it to her. The government said, did you speak with her about it again? He said, KK said she had gotten a call from someone outside the company talking about the video in some capacity. This is why I'm telling y'all about that video. When people talking about selling that video, I try to tell y'all this, man. So the government said, were you aware that the video was recorded? He said, nope. He said, no. He said, did you record that? They asked him, did he record the conversation? He said, nope. The government said, were you aware the conversation was recorded that you had about that? He said, nope. The government says, show the stipulation seizure of Christina Courtrum's cell phone. We offer the audio and video transcripts, right? And they played the audio in court, right? And they say, whose voice did you just hear? He said, that's Christina Courtrum's. And then audio of Christina Courtrum says both times the only person at the house who knew about it was you. So they were trying to pin him on the video. Like on, I guess the video leaking out. They was trying to pin it on this guy because I guess somebody had gotten the video. So KK asked him, where did you find the video? And he says, Brandon, the shooter. And so the government says, what? Was that you? He said, yeah, that's me right there. He said, and that's the videographer. They showed him I guess a picture or something, right? So he also says, Brandon was like, something is on the iPad I shouldn't see. And then KK says, was there anyone else in the theater? And Perez says, maybe Gio. And then on the audio, you can hear KK saying, we have camera footage of who was in the house. And Perez said, I went to PD about it, the Puff, and said, you can delete it. He said, okay, and deleted it. Then I told you. Then KK said, did you hear anyone else in the house talk about it? Did anyone else bring it up again? And he said, no. Perez said, no. And then there's an audio of Perez saying, Rob talked about it, but he said he didn't want to see it. The government said, why did you not want to delete it? Perez said it wasn't my role. Perez said there should be an investigation. Mr. Combs thought he might be compromised in some way, his phone data, right? So, man, this thing getting crazy, y'all. This thing getting crazy, bro. So, KK is being implicated big time in this case, y'all. KK going down, bro. She going down. They gonna make her testify or she going to prison. I'm telling y'all this, bro. She got a choice. She gonna testify or she going to prison. Which one she want? Which one do she want? They line KK up so bad, they're putting her all in this play as the leader under Diddy. And everybody's saying, well, why ain't KK in court right now? That's not how it works. They have their own different trials. What happens is if KK does not cooperate against Diddy, she will have, as soon as this case is over with, she will have her own individual trial with her own lawyer. And so will the rest of them. Then they will do the same thing to D-Rock and all them other people they named that they're going to prosecute. They'll do the same thing to all of them. Everybody going to have their own trials. So now you'll be seeing all these people go through their own federal trials again. And we'll be covering all that. So all the people who don't testify or work with the feds, they'll have their own trials as soon as Diddy's trial's over with, right? It'll be announced when their trial is. That's how it will be announced. It'll be announced when their trials are, right? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me get some of these donations while I'm here, right? Shout out to Lauren in the Cash App with the donation. I appreciate you. Salute to you, man. Also, let me see. Hold on. Somebody else. Oh, it's a lot of people. Man, my bad, y'all. If y'all want to donate, the link pinned at the top, man. My bad. Shout out to Iris Johnson in the Cash App with a donation. Shout out to Janine Brown in the Cash App with a donation. Salute to Deborah Hicks in the Cash App with a donation. Shout out to Ishmael in the Cash App with a donation. Salute, brother. Shout out to Tanisha in the Cash App with a donation. Salute. Shout out to Jerry in the Cash App with a donation. Salute. Shout out to Eugene in the Cash App with a donation. Salute, brother. Shout out to Anton Milton in the Cash App with a donation. Appreciate it. Also, shout out to Ariel in the Cash App with a donation. I appreciate you. Shout out to Aaron Woods in the Cash App with a donation. Salute to you. Shout out to Julie in the PayPal with a donation. I appreciate you. Salute to everybody that's in the Cash App, PayPal showing love. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. So what they're doing is now, they're lining KK up. They're lining KK up. Is what they doing. They lining KK up, y'all. They lining her up big time, man. They lining her up big time, bro. And so what they doing is they're putting her in the fire. Now, and also, as I told y'all, they don't want Diddy's team. And let me repeat this to everybody again. Diddy's team do not want them to bring Gina's testimony in this. They want Gina out because they say, oh, Gina didn't come testify, so how can she be brought up? Well, once she gave a statement, it's over with. Now, look who else they're bringing in this, y'all. So the government says, why didn't you say Chef K was there? He says, I just wanted to minimize things. The government says, did anyone ask you again? He said, yes, Fahim did. Asked me what happened when I found the video of Jane. The government says, are you aware of how Fahim knew? He said, nope. So now they brought in Fahim back in this thing, right? So these are all the people, and y'all double tap the screen as y'all come on in, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, that are being put in this situation. You understand what I'm saying? So now, you know they were going to end big with this thing. You know they were going to end big. And the question is, are they going to be able? Because remember, Diddy's legal team was basically damn near bragging that Gina wasn't going to testify. But they not bragging about Christina Courtroom not testifying. Now, if you ask me, and shout out to Cheryl Smith in the PayPal with the donation as well. Appreciate you, sister. If you ask me, I'm going to tell y'all this, right? I'm going to tell y'all this, right? I'm going to tell y'all this. Right? If you ask me, this is what I'm going to say to everybody watching this video. Right? Everybody that's watching this video. Christina Courtroom going to have to make a last-minute decision, yo. She going to have to make a last-minute decision, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all this, man. You know, a lot of people will uplift Diddy because they want to uplift this devilish type of behavior and stuff like that, man. It's disgusting. You know what I'm saying, bro? You mistreat people. You do people dirty. And here's the funny thing that I find about a lot of people. They're so fast to defend Diddy. But think about this. Who did Diddy defend? Whoever came out and said Diddy was loyal to them? I want y'all to think about that. Whoever came out and said, man, Diddy was loyal to me, man. Whoever said that? Whoever said that? That was around Diddy. You don't see any of his artists doing videos saying he was loyal to me. None of these people, right? None of them. So, and here's the thing, right? And I'm just telling y'all this. Money can buy you a lot of things, but it can't buy you truth. See, no matter how much money you have, it cannot buy the truth. The truth is free. Don't have a price on it. The truth is free and don't have a price on it. So here's my thoughts. My thoughts is this. These women sold their souls to the absolute devil. This is exactly what happened. You can disagree with me and do whatever you want to do. I don't give a damn. I know I'm telling the truth. These women sold their soul to the devil. They sold their souls to the devil for riches, fame, fortune, and to be in that circle. Period. But Diddy is the head of the snake. He is a mass manipulator. Diddy is a very smart manipulator. right? Sometimes too smart for his own good. And what Diddy did was, he took women who were, how should I say it, promiscuous, right? And used them for his own sexual pleasures and desires, hiding behind and masking himself behind the definition of what he called love. That's what Diddy did. So Diddy hides behind love. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. It wasn't love. It was lust. Lust of his sexual energy being fulfilled. Lust of all of the foolishness he pushed and that he's been pushing out. You understand? The devastation that he's brought upon a lot of these people's lives and their livelihood. You know what I'm saying? Hiding behind God and saying, oh, you know, God, I'm going to pray. All this other stuff, right? These are the things he did, right? It's sad to see it go down like this, but you guys are only hearing a little bit. It's so much more to the story with Diddy that have not been told for years, you know? And it's crazy work. It's crazy work, right? It's crazy work, right? But, you know, everything that happens in the dark, it's going to come to the light. And so, you know, every dog has his day. And I told you guys, I don't think that they're finished with Diddy. I think they got a lot more on the plate that they're going to come and hit Diddy with and close up a lot of loose ends in the near future. I believe that because they didn't come with Diddy at everything they could have came at him with. Straight up. And I believe what the reports were saying the other day, they could come after him, with the Department of Justice could come after him over drug charges. I truly believe that. Over drug trafficking charges. But I believe, and I told y'all this again, Damian Williams was not stupid. And that was the guy who brought this whole case. He was brought in by Biden, right? But he knew that Trump is a wild card. So why put everything on Diddy for Trump to knock that down in one swoop? We can bring enough on him to get him prosecuted or to get him thrown in jail now. And then when we're clear of any obstacles, we just come back, double back, and get his ass up out of there. With all the heavy charges, right? And this is the type of things I believe that you guys will be seeing. If you think that that's all they got from those raids, you out your mind. They know probably a lot more than all of us, and they're not even telling us half the things they know. They're investigating all the other people. That is the real reason, and I'm telling y'all this. And here's another thing. I want everybody to understand something. How is anybody defending Diddy when Diddy violated everybody? Somebody coming to your house on your own personal property, right? Got you in rooms and secretly in the rooms or in private areas recording you. Not no public space, private areas. You got all these people, allegedly, because this is what the people who've been around Diddy say he did. So again, think about this. Then you have crazy ass Kanye West. And here's the other thing. Who is going to be a witness? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. So I'm just telling y'all what the deal is, right? Yeah, they gonna come back on him. Trust me, they didn't hit him with the whole stuff. His team is already talking about an appeal, bro. And this is the thing people don't understand. Everybody keep talking about this, keep talking about that. Man, listen, bro. I believe the government did what they did to shake that juror into keeping it 100. Because if that juror doesn't, I believe they put that juror on blast. I'm gonna tell y'all what I believe the government did. I don't think that the government wanted to get that juror taken off. Because if they really wanted to get that juror taken off, the government would have pressed that issue like no other. I believe, and I'm telling y'all what I believe the government pushed that issue with that juror so that juror know they got eyes on him. So if anything funny happened, they're going to come back to that juror. And now that I think that juror knows, I think if it was anything funny, because Diddy's team was pushing real hard for that juror. Real hard. And I believe, and I'm telling y'all this right now, I believe that if that juror have any kind of controversy going down the line in this case, it's already in the records about that juror, right? So I believe what the government did is put Diddy's team and put that juror on blast. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to watch the juror's bank accounts because they're not going to be stupid and put money in his account. He would never put money in his account. Not that stupid. So it would be pointless to watch his accounts. It would be pointless. It'd be pointless. I'm telling y'all, I think the jury did that knowing that word's going to get back to the juror. And I believe that they're going to break that up because Diddy waived his right to days. Meaning that they're saying if anything, like if Diddy's found guilty, he won't try to say, oh yeah, it was a jury in his appeal. So peep that. I believe that was a warning shot from the feds to show what's going on. Right? I believe that. Right? That's what I think. So, oh yeah, well, this is what happens. Any jury tampering, right? Hold on, y'all. Any jury tampering, and I'm gonna say this again. That's federal charges, and they can add on to Diddy's sentence. And I think Diddy's legal team has to understand, man, bro, they're in for it, bro. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. He automatically gonna get found guilty on the prostitution charges. That's a slam dunk. So he got 2 counts of solicitation of prostitution. So that right there, those 2 counts, got 10 years on each count. So that's a potential 20 years right there just for those. The Rico, they got him on the Rico. All they got to do is prove 2 of the Ricos, they got him. Because they just showed y'all that both girls, Cassie and Jane Doe, both were threatened by Diddy to put out their sex videos. Right? So when you look at the Rico counts, it's not going to be hard for them to get 2 of those Rico counts. And the Rico's life. So even if people don't understand this, even if they don't get the sex trafficking, and this is the part people don't understand, let's just say for shits and giggles, they don't find Diddy guilty on the sex trafficking. He's still going to prison for life just off the racketeering. People don't understand when you use your organization to fund illegal activity, you're going to prison. So the Rico is the harshest charge. That's the harshest charge is the Rico. The racketeering is the harshest charge. That's what people not understand. Everybody keep talking about, oh, this is sex trafficking. No, dog. This is a racketeering, sex trafficking, and solicitation of prostitution. You got hit 3 different charges. Those are all 3 different charges. Right? Think about this. So either way, they're going to get him dead to rights. And he knows it. That's why his legal team is talking about appeal and appeal and appeal. They know what's up. They already know what's up. They already know what's up. And you better believe they're still investigating Diddy on more crimes. So here's the thing. The big question to everybody, that everybody's probably going to be asking, And here's the big question that everybody's going to be asking. And I'm letting y'all know this right now. The big question everybody's going to be asking you guys is this. And let me say this to the world. The big question that everybody's going to be asking, right, is will those other people who were mentioned in this case come forward to testify against Diddy? If they don't, if they do not, right? I'm telling y'all this right now. What's going to happen if they don't? I'm telling y'all this. Telling y'all this. Oh man, this is crazy, y'all. I was reading this report, and RIP to those people that lost their life in that plane crash, in that India UK plane. The plane that was going, I guess, from India to the UK, where they said it was a sole survivor. And I always had thoughts about this. And I'm gonna tell y'all how they said he survived. It was 200-some people on that plane and one survivor. This guy, as the plane was crashing, y'all, he had enough sense to jump out of the emergency exit at the last second. I'm talking about just jump out. Crazy work. 40-year-old man. 40-year-old man. Everybody else is dead, man. Sole survivor. And that's always been a thought. Whenever the plane's going down, man, if somehow you can, man, get that emergency exit door open and hold on to that door and just jump at the last second. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, bro, you know? You think about that a lot. I know some people don't, but I be thinking about that shit because I fly a lot. So I be thinking about it like, damn, dog, if that's going to ever go down, how am I going to get out of here? Jump for that emergency exit at the last second. That dude had enough sense to jump for the emergency exit. Sold some 242 people unalive. And this man jumped out of the emergency exit at the last second. 40-year-old man. And he's alive. He was sitting near the emergency exit seat and jumped out. Crazy. But very, very, very smart at the end for him to jump out of that plane and get out of there at that last second. Crazy work. And you think about that. You got to time that perfectly. Like, oh, jump, this don't going down. Like, you got to time that, and you got to be able to get to the door, open that door, get and push it open and get out there. And what you do is you just hold on to the door. You don't push the door and then jump out without no protection. Nah, you hold on to that door. That door gonna help your crash. It's gonna help your crash landing. You know what I mean? Straight up, man. That's crazy work. He gonna have all kind of stories to tell throughout his lifetime about that, man. That's crazy work, man. But yeah, so you guys, everybody, back to this case right here. So all I'm saying is, is that Diddy, bad work by him and his team, man. In my opinion, man, Diddy should have took the plea, man. Because I'm going to tell y'all, when you don't take a plea, bro, they're going to hit you with the whole meal, bro. When you don't take a plea and you go to court and you lose, they're going to hit you with the worst sentence possible. And I believe that is what is going to happen. I think a lot of people are going to act like, oh, I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what's going on. You're going to understand real quick. You're going to understand real quick what's going on, Playboy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say it to y'all again. I'm going to say it to y'all again, man. You know? And it's just me being real with everybody that's listening to this video. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a bad situation, y'all. I'm telling y'all this, man. And I'm going to tell you why Diddy's team does not need to let Kanye West testify. If Diddy's team is stupid enough to allow Kanye West to get on the stand, let me tell y'all something, man. If they allow Kanye West to get on the stand, you guys, bro, bro, everybody gonna get exposed, bro. Because the defense, when they get their hands on Kanye on the stand, and if you're Diddy's team, why would you? I don't even think they would ever do this. I don't think they're that stupid to put Kanye on the stand. I'm gonna just say it to y'all again. I don't think Diddy's legal team is that stupid to put Kanye West on the stand. I don't think they'll do it. I don't think they're that dumb. I personally don't think they're that stupid. Because if they was to put him as a witness on the stand, right? Now, some people say, why would they put Kanye West as a witness? Well, because they would want to, again, try to make it seem as if the Jane Doe was into that lifestyle of freak-offs and stuff like that willingly, right? But what Kanye West would do is, that idiot, if he was to take the stand, he would put himself under investigation by the feds. So now, it had already been testified under oath that a certain rapper and his wife were participating in that illegal activity with a paid sex worker. So if Kanye West is dumb enough to get his ass on the stand, if he's the person that they're talking about, which we don't know if that's the case or not, but, we had to say that. But what's going to happen is something diabolical going to happen up there. Something diabolical going to happen up there, y'all. I'm telling y'all this right now. It's going to be diabolical. Point blank, it's going to be diabolical. Right? So, again, man, like I said, me personally, bro, it'd be the dumbest move in America. Kanye West will put himself under investigation. Why would you want to do that? Why would you put yourself under investigation? Why would you do that? Because now all they're going to do is ask you questions and ask you, well, were you participating in these events, Kanye? And Kanye, yeah, I was doing it. Yeah, I was doing it. I was blinking my wife. Man, the judge will go crazy, and he'll instantly get himself indicted by self-incrimination. So if I'm Diddy, also, you don't know what Kanye West going to say on the stand. He's a live wire. He ain't going off no script. So the fact that Kanye's not going off no script, now you got a real issue. Ye is not going off a script. So you got real issues that Kanye is not going off a script. You got real issues going on, right? I'm telling y'all this now. So that's the reason why I said what I said. They don't want to put him on. He is a bad type of witness to put on the stand. I would never put him on the stand in this type of case, ever. That's the dumbest thing you could ever do is put Kanye West on the stand. You put Kanye West on the stand, he's out of here. And I'm just letting y'all know what it is. He gonna take down the whole case if you put him on the stand. Mark my words. And he gonna make things worse because you have no control. Even Diddy's team don't have no control over what he'll say. Because now they'll bring up the old beef. They'll bring up the old beef with Diddy and Kanye and say, well, Kanye, didn't you say Diddy was a fed? What did you mean by that? Oh, well, see, yeah, because, see, man, they'll start asking. Kanye will be on the stand for 25 days. See what I'm saying? Kanye cannot cause a mistrial. He's a witness. If anything, he'll just get thrown out of court and charged himself. He cannot cause a mistrial. He's a witness. If he goes up there capping, he'll get thrown out of court and charged himself. Straight like that. I hope everybody know this. Right? Yeah, he can't be that stupid, y'all. Right? Well, Ye just wanted to show up just to be in the media, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell y'all why Ye got out there early. Kanye got out of there early because of the simple fact he already knew they was going to send every single news station, and he could not control whoever might have beef with him or might want to get at him or anything. If somebody wanted to serve him or anything, they now everybody, the whole world know you down at the courthouse, and you're giving if he would have stayed in the courthouse, he's a sitting duck and everybody knows his location. So anybody that got issues with him, problem with him, now you know his low. He there. That's why he had to get out. Kanye wasn't stupid. He got up out of there quick, speedy quick. He wasn't dumb. He wasn't dumb. Straight like that. He was not dumb. Got his ass up out of there. He's not finna sit. You think Kanye finna sit over there in the overflow room? No. All day? No dice. No dice. Not finna happen. Not finna happen. And think about this. The only dude that comes support Diddy, all these people that say they support Diddy, ain't none of them went to the courthouse. Kanye West, the only crazy one that took his ass up there to that courthouse. Out of all the celebrities. Ain't none of them celebrities went up there. None of them. They're like, bruh, your crazy ass want to be wild, want to be all, you know what I'm saying, in the videos with your shit, and you going to deal with this on your own. You going to take this one on your own. Period. We ain't even finna do no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You finna take this lick by yourself. Right? Straight up. Straight up. What y'all said? Hold on, everybody. Let me see something here. Salute to everybody in the building. What? Hold on. TMZ's out here putting out pictures? Hold on, bro. What? What? Hold on, y'all. What? Let me see something, y'all. Hold on. What? Okay. All right. Also, I'm going to tell y'all something else. Maybe Kanye West had to go up there because he had to. Let me say that to everybody as well. Maybe Kanye went up there to court because he had to. I told you guys, nobody been supporting Diddy, but Diddy knows a lot. Knows a lot. Diddy knows a lot. Right? Maybe he went up there because he had to. Had no choice. He had to. Right? Think about what I'm saying to y'all now. He had to. This is the control that is had over these people. Now, I want y'all to think about this now. What I'm saying to everybody. Think about what I'm saying, y'all. Right? And I think Diddy having his lawyers say what they said in the court was warning shots. So, oh, y'all act like I'm up here by myself? Okay, we can drop names. We can drop hints. I ain't dropped no names yet, but I can drop hints to the media. See, I'm telling y'all this. And everybody got to be shaken because now you don't know when Diddy's team goes up there, who else names they going to bring up when the defense starts their defense. So, yeah, man. Diddy is diabolical, nigga. like, hey, y'all niggas ain't gonna show up? Okay. Shit, I wasn't the only one. That's what it could be. Could be that. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all this. Right? I'm telling y'all this. Right? And so this is what it is. Right? Salute to everybody tapping on in. As y'all come in the building, y'all know what it is. But my bad, y'all. My bad, everybody. Man, you know your boy just chilling, man. Hold on one second, y'all. Y'all smash that like button as y'all come on in here. Salute to everybody. Oh. That nigga said Nino Brown. Yeah, man. Nigga go full Nino on niggas, man. Y'all already know how that go. Y'all know how that Nino go. You did? That's what he did, though. He damn sure went full Nino on him. You said, did he drop the dime? Yeah, he dropped the dime. He definitely dropped the dime yesterday in court. That was a dime that was dropped. And y'all double tap the screen. We almost got 2,000 likes, yo. Hey, everybody double tap the screen. We like 20 likes away, 24 likes away from 2,000 likes. Double tap that screen or hit the little 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner, man, and hit that like button, man. Salute to everybody. This thing is heating up now, man. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. The question that everybody has to ask, will Diddy take the stand? If he takes the stand, man, what's to stop this nigga from going full Nino Brown? What's to stop him from going full Nino on the stand? Because listen, the only way Diddy takes a stand is if his lawyers feel like he gonna lose the case. For sure. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. The only way Diddy takes a stand is if his lawyers feel like 100% he gonna get found guilty on every charge. Because even Harvey Weinstein didn't take the stand in his retrial. If Diddy takes a stand, bruh, I'm trying to tell y'all this, man. That's gonna be the biggest show ever. Y'all think these people watching now? Let Diddy take the stand. And remember, his lawyer said before the case Diddy was gonna take the stand. Now, whether or not that goes on, we'll see. But if he takes the stand, I'm just telling everybody that's watching right now, man, that man take the stand, bro. Man, this is gonna be real diabolical, man. He take that stand, bro. Real diabolical. Yep. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, man. They probably already got a whole lot of stuff lined up. And again, y'all got to remember, if they call Diddy to the stand, Diddy's team cannot control the questions of the prosecution to Diddy. That is the bad part for Diddy. They won't be able to control nothing. Hold on, y'all. I got some more donations. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I've been tripping. If y'all want to donate, the link pinned at the top of the chat. Cash App, PayPal. My bad, y'all. I'm supposed to be shouting these people out, man. My bad, y'all. Let me see. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Hold on. Hold on. Belinda Carmichael, salute to you in the Cash App with a donation. Appreciate it. $40 donation. Salute. Geraldine, salute to you in the Cash App with a donation. I appreciate you. Aretha, salute to you in the Cash App with a donation. I appreciate you. Walter Lowe, salute to you in the Cash App with a donation, brother. And also, Reginald Wirtz, salute to you, sir, in that Cash App, coming through with the donation. Also, it's other people, too. Hold on, man. Like, share, subscribe as y'all come on in. Why can't I see these other people? My bad, y'all. Hold on. Oh, snaps. Somebody just sent me a $95 donation in the PayPal. Hold on. I don't know who it is, but salute to you. No, my bad. Somebody sent me a $100 donation in the Cash App. It came out to be 97 something after change. My bad. Salute to y'all, whoever. Okay. I see what it is. It's a company that sent it to me. Salute to you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, y'all already know what's up, man. Y'all hit that like button as y'all come on in here, man. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, man. Love to all of y'all and honor to all of y'all. You did? Let me see something, man. I'm trying to trying to see something. Yeah, man. Hold on. Somebody else. How in the hell do I get to read these Cash Apps? I mean, not that. Hold on. These other donations that came in. Hold on, y'all. Something ain't right. I'm trying to read them. I don't know why I can't read it. William Livingston, salute to you with a donation. You said, Diddy takes a stand. Get your popcorn ready. Oh, yeah, you better. You absolutely better do it. Hold on, bro. I'm missing something, man. Hold on, you guys. Damn. My bad. What you say? Yeah. Shout out to DJ Ghost. He said, what happened to the underage in the case? The judge ruled that out of this case. They're not gonna let those people testify in this case. The judge ruled that out right before the case. He's not gonna let those ones testify in this case. Shout out to Ivy. She said, I always support you, ticket every stream, salute. So that all that stuff that was in the pretrial paperwork, they cut out some of those people because some of the victims were cut out. So the timelines didn't match. So if the timelines didn't match for certain witnesses, they weren't going to allow the witnesses to testify. So basically, with Gina being out, it also takes out a lot of their certain witnesses they had for her as well, and other things they had going on. So, you know, it has to be applicable to the time to be able to present it in the court. Trust when I tell you that. Yeah, y'all double tap the screen, man. We almost at 3,000 likes, man. Salute to everybody like, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all know what it is. Salute to all of y'all. We out here putting in work. You know how that go. Doing what we do. You said he'll get exposed? Man. Bruh. Listen, man, you just want great things to happen, man. You did. And that's pretty much it. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. What? There ain't no way. Ain't no way. Yeah. All right, you guys. We get ready to get back to the courtroom now. As salute to everybody that's in the building, right? So we back in the courtroom, you guys, and they're actually showing these weapons on evidence, bro. I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at the actual weapons. Crazy work, y'all. Man. They got all these weapons, handguns, everything. That handgun look Brazilian. Open it up and see what bought you. Right? So, now, hold on, y'all. What? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Damn. So, magazine. I got the pictures of the handguns too that they sent. Hold on, bro. Let me see something. What? So they said when Kanye got to the courthouse, y'all, they said the staff quickly moved to accommodate him. Hallways were cleared, and a guard was told to reserve a bench in the back of the overflow room for Kanye West and his guests. So they clean shit out for Kanye. Even though Kanye running around here disrespecting all these people, he still get the red carpet treatment. He ain't worried about it. he still get the red carpet treatment. They said he went through security, kept his glasses on the whole time, his sunglasses. He was escorted to the overflow room, not the one that was initially prepped. And he sat next to Diddy's son, Christian Combs, before quietly leaving. So he went up in there basically for a photo op. You know what I mean? Right? That's basically a photo op. Now, also, you guys. Oh, shucks, my bad. Hold on. A source close to Diddy said that Kanye West had been in touch with Diddy's family ahead of today's appearance, discussing the possibility of attending to show his support. Right? These are the reports I'm getting out of the court right now. I'm giving it to y'all as soon as I get it out the court. Oh, man. The freaking back is killing me, bro. Right? Let me see something, y'all. All right, hold on, y'all. Hold around. I'll see what you mean. Hey, what you said, no? Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me see. So, you all right? You all right? You need some water? Damn. Oh. So yeah, y'all. That's the situation that's going on, everybody. You said, yeah, I think anything's possible. In this type of case, anything's possible in my opinion. Anything's possible in this type of case. Oh, shucks, man. Anything is possible, bro. You said they made it seem like, nah. They said they confiscated it in his house. But they were illegal. Anytime you have guns with serial numbers defaced, that's illegal. It's illegal to deface serial numbers on your guns. That's illegal. Also, it's illegal to have illegal drugs in your house, right? All these things were found in Diddy's home. People are ignoring that. People are ignoring that they found a whole bunch of drugs just all over the place. As far as they got people who admit that they taking drugs to him, sold drugs to him, transported drugs for him, use his companies to buy these drugs, use doctors to set these, to give him prescriptions of illegal drugs. These are all the things that y'all have been ignoring that have been put in the case. See, the jury's gonna see this stuff because it's in evidence. You guys not gonna see it. Why? Why aren't y'all gonna see it? Because it ain't in evidence. I mean, you can't see the evidence, right? Hold on, y'all. Right? Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right. So, let's see. I think they should be back right now. We should be back at it right now, y'all. Hey, why you close that door? Why she close that door, man? Oh, why she close that door? Why you close that door? Oh, okay. Hey, hey. Remember to clean that jacuzzi. All right. Hey, but use bleach, chloro. Hour, water, chloro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thank you. Oh man, my neck and my back hurt. My neck and my back. And I need some ice. That joint hurt for real, shawty. Hey, Renzo. This nigga can't hear me, man. Oh. Salute everybody. You said what I've been doing? Nah, man, I've been working on building a when I ain't been online, I've been working on building a I was building some more dog houses. Don't tell me it's about to rain. I'll be damned. I'm working on building some more dog houses. Man, dog. And I was lifting up some heavy materials for the ceiling. And I hurt my back. Man. That joint hurt so bad. Oh. That joint hurt so bad. I don't think people understand how bad that joint hurt. For real. That joint hurt like a big dog. The hell? What? Hold on one second, yo. Damn. Don't tell me I lost the stream. There you go. Yeah, man. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. You said, why would he do that? Because Diddy ain't got no brains. He dumb just as his followers are. Oh, shit. Diddy just as dumb as his followers. Oh, shucks. Hey, Renzo. Let me go holler at this nigga, man. You gotta get this shit up. Oh, man. Dog. My bad, y'all had to stretch out a little bit, man. Dog. My damn back was killing me. Big time, homie. Right? Y'all smash your like button, man. Hey, yeah, y'all hit that like button, man. Double tap that screen. Hey, I seen what he said, too. I seen what he said in the comments, dog. Y'all niggas crazy as I don't know what, Y'all niggas crazy in that comment section, man. Dog. 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 It's like holy moly donut shop around this motherfucker. You said what? Man, listen. Listen. me see something. These motherfuckers still ain't back. They supposed to been back by now, y'all. We supposed to been back by now. They tripping. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. So Diddy has appeared, especially focused today, as a federal agent testified about the raid on his home. Now, he handed his attorney a note during cross-examination, closely tracing every single detail, you guys, is what's been going on, right? That's what's been going on in court right now. Also, you guys, at one point during this morning session, Diddy grabbed tissues and forcefully blew his nose, possibly fighting congestion or allergies while court is in session. All these things going on. Also, the news is reporting that disgraced rapper Kanye West showed up in court. Kanye showed up to court with some sunglasses with a strap on the back. Man. Oh. Everybody talking about that. Everybody talk. Oh, and by the way, I told y'all yesterday, the Harvey Weinstein situation, they running that back, y'all. The Harvey Weinstein, they gonna get this fool a third trial on that one charge. So he got found guilty on his top charge. But he had another charge where he was found not guilty. And then he had another charge where it was a hung jury. On that third charge, they're going to run that back again. So Harvey Weinstein got another trial coming up. Now, he's facing 25 years just for the charge he got found guilty on the other day. But he got a whole nother case coming up. So he got to wait another year probably and go to a third trial again just to get more years added on. Right? And y'all see what it is. All right, y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right. Man, what's taking these damn people so long? Man, court going crazy today, y'all. All right. Let me see. Let me see, y'all. Hold on. I think we back now. What the hell going on? Ah, okay. Hold on, bro. Let me see something, y'all. Let me see. All right. Let me see. Yeah, man. Yeah, you guys. This dude was saying that Christina Courtroom told him the next time he should get the footage directly to her. And that she would handle it. Then he said 6 months later, they asked, did she bring it back up again? And Mr. Perez was like, yeah, she asked him about how the video was found. That's the sex video, right? That's a sex video. She said she got a call from somebody outside the company, someone talking about the video. And so the government asked, did you know that conversation was being recorded? He said, nope, had no idea. And I already told y'all that. And so they played the recording in the courtroom, right? That was recovered from Christina Corum's cell phone during the 2024 raid. It says, is everything you just told us consistent with that recording? He said, yes, it is. So this goes to prove that there was a sex tape too. That tape of that freak off, remember that girl said, that Jane Doe said that Diddy had threatened her with that. Y'all gonna see. It's gonna be extortion, all these things that fit into the Rico. And then you got Christina Corum handling this stuff. Christina Corum, what does she have to do with anything in Diddy's personal life when she works with him and his business and his company? This is the reason why all of this stuff comes in. Y'all gotta understand this. Everybody gotta understand what's going on. Double tap the screen and hit that like button, y'all. Let's get over 3,000 likes. This is what I'm trying to tell everybody. I don't know why people don't want to listen. It don't make no sense whatsoever. But it's going to backfire. Why should I tell you? It's going to backfire. It's going to backfire, y'all. Right? Man, they're making it so if Christina Corum don't testify, she's out of here, bro. She's out of here, bro. Nah, we ain't at the max with the likes. We can get to 3,000 likes. I don't know what you talking about. Y'all, hey, double tap the screen. We can get to 3,000 likes. To the person who said we can't, we can get to 3,000 likes. That ain't nothing. The people in my chat, we stand tall. That's facts. All they got to do is double tap the screen. We can get to 3,000 likes. We can get to 500 likes in the next 25 seconds if we want. 2,500 if we want. So you saying that? Nah, I disagree with that, dog. My chat turned up, bro. Believe that. And we ain't buying no subscribers and none of that stuff over here. We ain't doing none of that. Everything over here is authentic. Right? So, yeah. Shit, I don't know what you talking about, dog. You damn right. You damn right. My chat turned up. What the hell? So the government says, Mr. Perez, you were subpoenaed. And do you have an immunity agreement? He says, yep. They said, let me show you this. What is it? He said, this is Diddy's Gucci pouch. He said, what was in the Gucci pouch? Drugs and money, he said. Y'all don't understand that having drugs is illegal? That's the part people keep saying. I don't see where he broke any laws. Are y'all people crazy as hell? I don't see any Rico, man. Bro, this man got his workers tied all up in this stuff. His everyday, how do his workers know what he got in the Gucci pouch? Unless they tied up in it. The only way your workers gonna know what's inside your bags is if you got your workers tied up in what you doing illegally. That's where the Rico comes in. That's the part these clowns don't be understanding on social media, bro. And they do understand it. They just be, you know what I'm saying? They want to raise up the devil. That's all. Right? You say you feel KK wanted Diddy. Man, you never, man, listen. I don't put nothing past Diddy as far as none of them workers is concerned. To me, anybody that worked for Diddy is suspect. That's how I feel. Anybody that worked for that nigga is suspect. That's just how I feel about it, yo. Tell y'all what the truth is, man. Anybody that worked for Diddy, in my opinion, is suspect. And anybody that's out here, these trolls in the chat with fake names, saying free Diddy and all this other stuff, man, they trolls, bro. They bots. Trolls. They don't even have real pictures. They just trolls. You can tell. The government says now some texts are between who? You said me and Rob. Rob says, will you locate his Gucci pouch in the bathroom? What did you say? I text there's no residue. And I didn't steal any Addies. LOL. What does Addy mean? Adderall? Why do people be taking drugs and popping these Addies? Man, dog, this shit is obvious, bro. Do anybody in the comment section know why they be popping the Addies when they be taking them drugs? Addies keep them on their feet. See, you got to understand the logistics of all these things, right? The Addy keep you on your feet, straight like that. Right? I'm breaking it down so y'all can understand. And how you feel like, yeah, like a zombie. If you study these different things, you'll understand. That's why it's important for everybody to study and understand what these different things that they're talking about in court and different things do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all, I'm looking at all these Diddyites suspect, man, because, bro, like I said, man, I can't move a certain way, dog. Dudes acting like doing the stuff Diddy doing, bro. Like, I just don't roll like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I like women. The government says as a part of your employment, did you have any role in obtaining drugs? He said a handful at times. I purchased or grabbed some from someone outside. See? He's putting himself in criminal activity for Diddy. That's the Rico. This man who worked for Diddy as his assistant in his company is in open court. This is the third person that have come up and said that they have came out and bought drugs illegally for Diddy. That's all y'all need to do. The case is right there in front of y'all face. He said, which drugs? This man said he brought the coke, the cocaine for Diddy, the Xanax and Molly for Diddy. There you go right there. Diddy don't have all his normal people doing these drugs. And people act like people ignoring this. They ignoring this in the comments. They ignoring this on YouTube. I'm not ignoring it because I'm not no damn fool. Point blank period. This man don't got on the stand and testify that he bought these drugs. Now this is like the third or fourth assistant, maybe fifth person that have testified that they went and bought drugs for Diddy. That's transporting. This idiot, he used his everyday workers to do this. That's why you have, and again, that is why you have what you have is a Rico. People don't want to understand it, but it's right there in front of your face. That's why we talking about Rico. Yeah, y'all double tap the screen, hit that like button as y'all come on in here. Hold on, man. Let me get my sandals, man. Oh, shit. Bro. Came back Jet G4. Code 14. Code 1814. I'm already cacking. I'm already popping. All right, so they asked him. He said that he got the C word, the X word, and the Molly for Diddy, right? They asked him, how did you pay for those drugs? He said, I paid in cash. They say, where did you get the cash from? He said, I got the cash from the security team or the Gucci pouch. That was Diddy's Gucci pouch. Or Diddy's security team, putting the security team into play now. The security is giving him money to go get the drugs. All these motherfuckers going to jail under the Rico, nigga. I try to tell y'all this. He said, who's in the security? He said, Fahim. Now they put Fahim into play. Fahim, he gonna get jammed up on this too. All these people going to prison. They say, what did you text? What did your text say here? He said, I text Fahim, I need $700 for Guido for drugs. $700 to buy drugs, dog. Like I said before, man, y'all finna find out the hard way. Like Penny the harder way, bro. The government saying, what's this text? He said, I text, I'm still waiting for the funds from TriStar, Diddy's business managers, getting money from Diddy businesses. I told y'all, they putting this all together in the Rico. You're getting money from Diddy's businesses for the drugs to ship the drugs. This is where all his workers were using to go get these drugs. I told y'all this. Perez says Robin Greenhill. You know who Robin Greenhill is? That's Diddy's accountant. Bro, it's easy work. They don't put the Rico in front of y'all face. This dumbass dude Diddy used his inner circle at his businesses to commit his crimes. Buy illegal drugs, do all of this stuff. Then they got witnesses all testifying that they're buying these drugs, right? The government says, did you get a FaceTime call from Diddy from Jane's house? He said, yep. That's why I try and tell y'all this. I wonder why TMZ ain't reporting that on their channel. That's right, I forgot. I look at them very suspect because I know what time it is with them. Very suspect. Right? They say, the government say, oh no, he say that I dropped him at Jane's house with his supplies. Then he called me a couple of hours later. So he said he took the money, he took the drugs over to Diddy and to the Jane Doe. Everybody talking about, I don't see no Rico. Rico's right in front of your face. He using all of his inner circle. And nobody's blasting Diddy for being stupid. They're all giving him a pass. That's the problem I have. Right? So then he says Diddy called him a couple of hours later. He said, how did Diddy appear on FaceTime? And they called. He said he was angry and annoyed. He said, could you see Jane's face? He said, nope, she was turned away. Right? He said the Jane Doe was turned away. Right? Right? I'm already cocky. I'm already popping. So the government say, what did Diddy ask for? He said he asked for me to say if there had been another female on a trip that we had been on. I said no. The government said, had there been? He said no. The government said, how did you react during his FaceTime? I said, pretty normal, I thought he said. Yeah, you know the Diddy bots be Diddy bopping. Yo, y'all smash the like button. Let's get the 3,000 likes. All you gotta do is double tap the screen, hit the like button, or you can just outright hit the like button, hit the three little dots in the upper right hand corner, and then hit the like button. Salute everybody. Yeah, we only 400 likes away from 3,000. Appreciate all y'all. Y'all know what it is. Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. I'm already cocky. I'm already popping. All right, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, y'all.
Wait, he went to overflow? Oh, wait, I did not even, okay. Wow, okay.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Y'all let me know what y'all feel, man. Man, dog. I'm already cocky. I'm already popping. Hold on, y'all. Here was some. Hold on. What? Hold on, y'all. Oh, shit. I'll be damned. Hey, Renzo. 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 Huh? I just landed in Europe, nigga. Shopping bag, I'm a tourist, nigga. Reebok on, I just do it, nigga. And for me, you know I get it. Hey, yeah, you know, eso, si era ahí, lo pones por ese lado ahí, ¿sabes? La tierra mueve eso por el lado ahí, ¿ok? Oh, primero, voy a buscar ese payaso, él no viene a 8. Hey, yo salí a las 8, él no está ahí. Yeah, he a liar, man. He's a goddamn liar. I'm gonna deal with that shit though, bro. He lying his ass up. Ain't good. Girl, you crazy as hell, man. Girl, you crazy. Hey, get that water out that floor. I almost bust my ass just now. Or at least turn the fan on so the water dry up. Oh, man. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. So, the government say, oh, shit, my bad. Hold on. Hey, y'all, I'm going to come back. She out here cleaning up, man. The maid out here cleaning this shit up, man. I'm going to come back, y'all. The maid is out here cleaning up, yo. I'm going to come back, everybody. I'm already cocky. I'm already popping. She out here cleaning up, man. I'm going to come back, y'all. She cleaning up. I'll be back, man. Let me let her clean up, man. Damn.